Good morning world from Siargao Island here on the Philippines. We have got ourselves the cheapest car in the Philippines.
We have.
Yes, the cheapest brand new car you can buy in the whole country. We've got our hands on one. Sacha and I have been doing research into buying a new car because our car is constantly at the mechanic.
Yeah.
And looking at the brand new cars in the country, they're not cheap.
No.
Not at all. So buying a car out here in the Philippines would normally cost you quite a lot, sometimes as much as a house. But this bad boy is going for around 560,000 pesos, which is a brand new. Yeah. You can get this from the dealer for that price, which in British money is about £8,600.
Yeah, it's still a lot compared to what we're used to. Being from the UK, you can pick up a car for very cheap.
But brand new prices, this is probably on par with like one of the cheapest cars you can get in the UK too.
So this actually came out brand new last month. It is as new as you can get almost. I think we're actually the second people to ride it on the island, and it is called the Suzuki S-Presso. So I like the name of this.
Yeah, it's got a coffee theme to it.
Yeah.
And what would you say size wise?
So size wise, it's actually bigger than I thought when we were organising to rent this car. I thought it was going to be really small, considering it's called an espresso as well. You'd think a really, really teeny car. I wasn't really sure what to expect. And obviously we have got our daughter here, 5-year-old Story. She fits in nicely in the back, so let's show you.
Yeah, let's do a little interior tour so you can see. So it's a 4-door car as well, so it's easy to get in and out. How does it feel?
It feels nice.
Enough space for your toys?
Yeah.
Yeah? Enough space for your puppy when our dog's in here too?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got our friend brown there here.
Yeah. So it's fairly spacious for a car that's so tiny and so cheap.
Yeah, and also it's, as you said, it's 4 doors. So it's normally on a car like this, they don't have the door at the back, do they? They have the moving seats, like a 2-door, 3-door car.
Yeah.
So yeah, to have the actual doors to get into the back is nice. Shall I show you how it is for an adult to sit in there?
Yeah, go for it. I will get in to show you an interior view. All right, how's that feel?
It's nice.
Yeah? How about your knees? Do your knees touch the seat?
No, I've got plenty of room back here. It's actually really comfortable and much more roomy than I thought. And I'm sitting here obviously in the front as a passenger, and the chair is back quite far. Yeah. And I've still got this much knee room. I'll show you. Look at this. Nice. Plenty of space, and you've definitely got enough space, haven't you?
Yeah,
for your legs.
So I am 5'9", and in that same seat that Sacha was just talking about, look, I can stretch my legs right out as far as they can go, and I'm just about touching the bulkhead. So that is quite impressive actually for something that looks so small to be so spacious. And you would also think that there would be no boot space on this thing, but there actually is, isn't there?
Yeah.
You can't see from here, but we actually managed to fit several suitcases in here, the cabin bag size, and maybe I'll show you that later. So the purpose of today, this is our first time actually going out and properly testing the car to see if it is suitable for family life here on the island. We need to do some shopping. We have no food in the house.
We need popcorn.
You need popcorn.
I need popcorn.
On a popcorn hunt.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So we are going to drive to the local market. We're going to go up and over one of the biggest mountains in the island and see what the power ratio is like, see if it can handle life here in Siargao. First of all, let's get back into our seats so we can get ready for the drive. We are in a beautiful mountain pass road right now. This is the view. While I'm outside and it's quiet, I thought I'd give you a little walk around tour of the car. So it's got tiny little, I think these are 13-inch mag wheels. Incorrect, they are 14-inch alloys.
And they're gold here.
Yeah, gold little studs. It's got disc brakes. It's got drum brakes on the back, which I would expect from a car of this size and price. And they've actually mounted this beefy bike rack on here. And you can see that you can actually use it as a bit of a utility vehicle. Yeah. Board rack on the roof, bike rack on the back. And I actually think you could fit more than one bicycle on here, couldn't you? Yeah, you definitely could. Maybe we'll try that out another day.
Yeah, well, the bike actually comes with the car rental as well, which is a very rare thing. I mean, who rents a car with a bike?
I know, and it doesn't look like a bad bicycle either, does it? It looks like quite a good one. Yeah. So we'll give that a test later. So for now, we're just driving around with it stuck on the back because I haven't worked out how to take the thing off yet. God, it's quite noisy out here, isn't it? I thought it was going to be nice and quiet, but people are on their way. All right, let's get on our way too, and we'll go to the market.
Okay,
Popcorn hunt.
let's go.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's check out the turning circle. So full lock, nice. Look at that. I didn't have to do any manoeuvres whatsoever.
Yeah, nice to have power steering.
Oh yeah. Even for such a small car, I don't think you would expect to have power steering, but I guess all modern vehicles come standard with this kind of technology now, don't they?
Yeah. So in the front, what can I show you? We've got a nice big old speedometer there, so you can never be in doubt of how fast you're going.
Not that that really matters that much on the island.
No.
It comes with this massive display as well, which normally you would get in more expensive cars, wouldn't you? Maybe this is just, to be honest with you, I've never been in a brand new car before. I don't think I've ever sat and driven a brand new car.
So it also comes with electric windows in the front. The back windows are actually the manual wind-up windows. We also have AC, which we have on right now with the vents there. And it is also a manual gearbox.
Yes, 5-speed manual.
Yeah, which a lot of cars these days are all automatic, aren't they? So
Yeah.
it's quite good to have a manual.
Yes, it is, yeah. If you know how to drive one, of course. I mean, I think it's getting less and less common for people to actually know how to drive a manual car now. But yes, it's perfect for us. We know how to do that. And so far, so good. Like, we haven't come across any issues of like being able to get up any hills or not, but we'll do that test later. For now, we need to do like a space test and see how much vegetables we can fit in our boot before we go home.
Story, so do you think in the back there'll be enough space for all the popcorn you're going to buy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Good. There is actually 3 seat belts in the back as well, 2 cross bodies and 1 in the middle, and you can see like the size of Story sitting back there. I think it would be really good for, you know, 2 adults, a family car with 2 kids or a baby, but I think fitting 3 adults in the back would be a bit of a squeeze.
Yeah.
But definitely perfect size for a small family.
Yeah, it makes a good island car so far.
Yeah.
I feel like it's covering all of the bases. Right, we've just arrived at the market. Feels good to be able to lock a car on a button again. Okay, we're at the local market. Let's see if we can get some vegetables for the house. So Story's already chosen a big watermelon. Is that your little bag? Yeah. You get grapes?
Oh, this one.
Nice. Yeah, let's have you open that up. Don't put it on top of the grapes. Take the grapes out first, Story, because otherwise the watermelon will squash it. There we go.
And take the apple out.
The apples are fine. Salamat. And you can put the grapes on top. Yeah, let's get some bananas. There you go. Let's get one of those. Such a loud goat. Cute. Alright, this is the start of the shopping. We're still on the popcorn hunt though, so we're going to try this other market stall, see if they've got popcorn. Okay, so we're going to try and get all of the stuff in the back, show you the boot space. Unfortunately, you can't open the boot with this bike rack on it, so we're going to have to put everything in through the back seats. Alright, pulling down the back chair. Look at that. That's actually not bad at all, is it? So we've got more than enough space.
It's much bigger, isn't it, than I
Yeah,
thought? There we go.
yeah, it's fantastic. Look
We've
at
got
that.
no space at all.
Alright, Story, do you want to jump back in? Obviously, under normal circumstances, you would just open the boots, but bike rack. It's passing the family test so far. So we are in the part of town called Dapa, and we're going to head back home over the mountains now. So it is deceivingly hot out there today, so I'm going to do an AC blower test, because everyone needs AC in this country. You ready? It's loud, but it's powerful.
Well.
Yeah, let's do a hair test. So, is this open? Can it push my curls? Hang on, there we go. It's
Blowing my hair.
because my blower's not on. Doesn't push my heavy curls. Alright, let's start the drive home. So I mentioned earlier that we are going to try and drive up and over one of the biggest, highest mountains on the island to see if there's any power issues with such a small car. I think this car only has a 1 litre engine with 3 cylinders, so pretty small.
Is that it? 1 litre?
Yeah, it's only a 1 litre.
small.
But then one of your first cars only had 3 cylinders and 1 litre, and it was more than enough to get us to Scotland and back.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how this car performs going over the hills. Okay, this is the start of the biggest hill on the island. We're going to put my foot to the floor, see if you have any issues. No, it's fairly responsive. Not too bad. Got to do a bit of overtaking here. It's not a bad little car. For a small engine, no problem. Look at this, we're whizzing up the hill. How about the noise?
It's fairly noisy actually, isn't it?
Well, smaller engines always have to grunt harder, don't they, to get us up. But like, we're not struggling at all here. I'm actually in 4th gear now, and we're doing 80 kilometers per hour, which is like a reasonable speed. It's not too fast for the island. And we're at the top, just like that.
Whoa, done it.
New car technology.
Nailed that mountain.
So I mean, for such a small thing, and for something that's supposed to be economical, because right now fuel prices everywhere in the world, including here in the Philippines, are super high. We're paying, I think, about 70 or almost sometimes 80 pesos per litre, which is over a British pound. You do need economy, but to have enough power to get up the hills as well. I'm impressed by this, the little espresso.
And the reward for getting to the top of the hill is this beautiful view over the coconut view deck.
Your favourite view.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
It is beautiful. Even on a cloudy, moody looking day like today, it is lovely.
Yeah. I just went back to the house to pick up the suitcase so I could show you a few more tests that we've already run on the car, but would be good to illustrate. This right here is a regular sized cabin bag. You can see like what you would take on a small aeroplane, and when you fit it inside the car, you can see how much room there is. So I've just pushed this into one corner, and I've also got a bag here which is about the size of a regular bed pillow, and you've got from here all the way to here's worth of space. You could fit another one of these bags here, and possibly even, if I turned this around, one there. So the space in here for a family is not bad. If I lift this up here, give you a better idea, more than enough. Not even any resistance. I'm going to measure the ground clearance as well to show you how far it is to the floor. There's about 20 centimeters of ground clearance there. It's pretty amazing. When you live somewhere with a lot of potholes and dodgy ground surfaces like on this island, it is good to have a lot of ground clearance, so I'm quite impressed with that. And overall, it is just quite a nice looking car. So Suzuki has done a pretty good job of making this. It is smart and compact, and I love the name. It has more than enough power for its size, about 67 horsepower from the 1 litre 12 valve engine. And I'm looking forward to driving it around a bit more to see if we can work out all of its strengths and weaknesses. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. This is literally the cheapest car you can buy in the Philippines right now. I'm glad we managed to get our hands on this. We're not being sponsored by anybody to say the things we're saying. We are paying for this with our own money right now, and it's all part of the research for our future life here in the Philippines. So hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.